Hi, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Examining Life. My name is Amanda. I hope everyone has been safe during this pandemic. First, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed. Thank you very much for subscribing. And I also want to thank my patrons. Thank you very much for your donations. I greatly appreciate your support. If you're new to my channel, I travel and ask locals various philosophy-related questions. From which do you believe, fate or free will, to what defines your national identity, to what ethical criteria do you live by. Okay, so it has been quite a while since I've uploaded a video. I just finished my last couple of videos from Ghana that have been uploaded. If you haven't checked out some of my videos yet from Ghana, I will link a couple here, so be sure to check those out. So I wanted to record this as an update of what has been going on and what I see for the future and for my channel. So going back to my goals video for this year, my first goal was to get a job which would enable me to save money for future travels, and I have done that. I have gotten a job and I've been working since January, and I really enjoy it. I have been working remotely during this virus, so I am continuing my channel, but I'm contemplating on how to do it. This has been a time where I've really taken the time to think about how to make my channel better. First thing that I want to do will be to make better thumbnails. I also want to learn more about search engine optimization and the keywords that I should be plugging in. I mean, I do put things like, philosophy and travel and all of those words in the place that I put like all of the keywords that I think are related to any given video, but those words are probably things that might not be searched very frequently. So I need to figure out what is still related to my video but is also highly searched. And I also want to figure out what will make my videos more clickable. I don't want to just be one of those YouTubers with clickbait. I want to make, good, valuable videos. But part of the game of YouTube is trying to get the most clicks and reach the most amount of people, so I want to work on that. So those are some of the updated goals that I have for myself this year. And one progress that I have made recently is uploading very regularly to my social media accounts and promoting videos that I already have and getting those out there more. And if you haven't, please be sure to follow me at Examining Life on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and my blog. So as I mentioned, I am continuing my channel, but I'm contemplating how to do it. Because of social distancing, I'm not sure I'm comfortable with interviewing, especially strangers. There are pros and cons, so I just kind of have to figure that out and decide what I'm going to do. Realistically, I will probably do everything as normal except for I'll probably hang my mask on my scroll, and then when someone stops, I'll put my mask on. I don't want to stand there holding my scroll with my mask on because I need to be able to gain trust in people very quickly, and it's very difficult to gain someone's trust, even minimally, while you're wearing a mask. So because that's such an important element, I'll probably wait until a few seconds after that initial hello has been established. And also, obviously, when I first meet people, I do shake their hand and whatnot, so obviously I can't do that, but I don't know, maybe I'll wear gloves or something. We'll see. All of this stuff is to be determined. And then I've also thought about maybe changing things up where I can be behind the camera and give them the mic, and then that will maintain some distance. I'll bring hand wipes to wipe down the mic before and after someone speaks, all of that. The only thing with that is if I have any follow-up questions or any other comments, that I'll be at a distance, and my mic really only picks up what is in front of it. So that's something that I have to think about, but if I'm behind the camera, maybe I can work on some aesthetics where, maybe I can try to walk a little bit or go from different angles and make things a little bit more interesting as far as the visuals go. And another thing that I've thought about is I've observed on different documentaries where someone has a voiceover of someone talking, but then just that person standing or sitting in a spot like this. So I might also try that. That kind of does depend on the individual, on how much they're in a rush or not in a rush. If they have the time after they record to, like, you know, stand there for 20 seconds so that I can just, like, get a few different angles of them standing, and then I'll play the voiceover when I do the editing. But that's something that I've just observed, and that might make it also a little bit more interesting, change things up. And of course, as much as I want to travel again, I have no idea when I will be able to do that. I do have 3 potential routes that I want to do when I am able to travel again. I have listed the countries in the top comment, so please comment under that. And let me know what you think would be a good route for me to go on once I start traveling again. The first potential route that I have is Southeast Asia. This will include Thailand, Vietnam, the Philippines, possibly Singapore, and I have friends in South Korea and Japan, so I will also probably take some trips there. And then the second possible route would be the Caribbean, which would include Jamaica, St. Lucia, Trinidad, maybe Guyana. I have a friend in Antigua, so maybe I'll go there and visit her and do interviews while I'm there. The third possible route would be South into East Africa, including Botswana, Rwanda, Kenya, and Tanzania. So please be sure to let me know in the comments what route you would like me to go on. Realistically, I want to do all of these at some point, and regardless of traveling and if I'm able to interview in public, I've also thought about doing more videos like this where it's just me talking. I plan to start a new series called Thought Experiment Thursdays. I purchased this book. It's called The Pig That Wants to Be Eaten: 100 Experiments for the Armchair Philosopher. We used to use this book in philosophy club at Southern. This has short thought experiments that are related to philosophical topics, and some of them are kind of absurd, like the title, which is The Pig That Wants to Be Eaten. Obviously it's completely unrealistic, but it's just something that is almost supposed to be absurd to just, you know, think about it, like, and analyze the philosophical implications if something like this or something similar were to happen. So during Thought Experiment Thursdays, I will summarize the thought experiment and I'll discuss the philosophical implications and give my take on what I think. I might also bring back Wisdom Wednesdays, but that is to be determined. I've also thought about, in general, like what videos people like to see more. So please let me know your opinions in the comments. Do you prefer videos of me talking about various philosophy topics or quotes, or do you prefer videos where I'm interviewing? I want to see what will also like kind of help my channel grow a little bit more and what is more appealing to my audience. The interviews are the purpose of my project, and I find the interviews as being very exciting for me. I enjoy talking to the general public. I like hearing what people have to say on these topics. However, on the viewer's side, there is a lot of uncertainty. As a viewer, you don't necessarily know who is going to be in the video and what they're gonna say. Whereas if I make more videos of just me talking, you know, relatively speaking, what you're going to get. In general, most people like familiarity, so that's why I'm kind of contemplating maybe like there is somewhat of a downside to posting a lot of interview episodes, at least at this point. I'm not sure. I mean, that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop doing the interviews and I won't travel and do the interviews. Absolutely not. Like, that is the purpose of my project. And I think it'll be really interesting and valuable, especially once I get a lot more. It'll just be really cool to see what people have to say from all over the world on these different topics. From a brand perspective, I'm not sure what is more effective as far as marketing goes, and what is more appealing to an audience. But again, either way, I need to do something to upload more regularly. That is like one of the top rules in the YouTube algorithm. So I'm sure I will find a solution and improvise during these times. Thank you so much for watching today's update video. Please be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you. Bye.